Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Toys Commander. Today I'm going to share with you guys an experience that I gained um, so far over the last few years when shipping action figures. Now, a lot of us who collect carded action figures obviously wants the condition of the card to be as good as possible. That being said, right, you see in a lot of my videos we talk about the condition of the card in terms of the creases, any folding lines or punch or unpunched cards, as well as the plastic bubble, whether is it lifting off, dents or cracks. So these are very prominent and important things that we look at when we buy carded action figures. So today I'm going to share an experience that I have gotten so far when I kind of ship action figures. But this is not the first case that has happened to me. Don't take this as a ranting session. It's really just about sharing. So I emphasize again that I basically have very good experiences with these toy sellers, and I like them for who they are and how they have shipped the toy. It's not their fault. It's purely a matter of understanding how we should ship our toys. So I'm going to show you this toy. What you can see here is actually Robin from the Superpowers toy line. It's a very nice specimen. I got it at a very good price. Got it from someone I know. I like him. He's a very good seller. He's very knowledgeable in the area of superpowers. What is worth noting here is that it came in this case, which is the toy shoe case. I love toy shoes, right? They basically does one of the best case ever for action figures. So props to the guys at Toy Shoe. Thank you so much for creating such an awesome packaging. And yeah, so I'm going to share with you guys something that I've learned. Many times you saw on eBay action figures being packed in cases like that, and I think this is a very good gesture, and I think it's pretty awesome that the sellers are actually offering to actually sell the action figures together with the case. So one of the first thing that you were thinking about is to actually ship this figure in the case itself, and that would means that it protects the figure from further damages. So we all know that in the event that if the box is being the courier box is being squashed, it does prevent damage strike down to the figure, because if you have the case inside, it will protect the figures. So that's a good thing. Now I like it, and I think that you can basically just have the figure when you receive it, and you can just display it like that. So it's pretty good. It looks nice, and everything is good. Now, but the problem with doing this is that, just imagine if you have the figure cased and you put it inside a box, right? So during the delivery process, there will be a situation where you'll be shaking, dropping, or sometimes even being, one side of the box might just hit the ground much harder, and what happens is this will happen. So when you do this, right, there's a possibility that the figure might just go up and then come down. And when this happens, right, there's a possibility that the figure might actually dent the bubble within the case itself, because in this instance there's actually no space or allowances for the package to move around. And when that happens, basically it's just science. Let's say you're going to just like package this thing very tight, right? So what's going to happen is any impact that hits the courier box from either side, all right, when it lands, right, there's actually no space for the case to move around, and the force will be accumulated within the figure itself, and the figure is then forced to cushion the impact, and it hits and it moves up. So what happens in this packaging was that when I received the figure, it basically, you can see from here, right, that if you would move closer a little bit, you can see here, this portion, it's where Robin kind of headbutt himself out of the package. You can see here. So let me just move closer. Yep, you can see he headbutt himself out of the plastic itself, and then a piece of the as you can see, a piece of the plastic is coming out. Yeah, which basically belongs to here. Alright, but okay, fine. This is a learning experience that I wish to share with you guys. That it is good to have the case. It's definitely good, but my advice would be to actually I know it defeats the purpose, but my advice is actually to package it in such a way that they still protect the figure, but comes with a case, and ship it in this way, and you can actually just case yourself when you receive the figure. That way it does allows the figure to have some movement here and there to actually move around. Yes, granted that there might be still a possibility that it might just hit and still headbutt, but as long as it is not within the case, the force and impact is not that great as compared to if you have it cased. So if you're having it cased, do remember there is a possibility that the figure would crack the bubble, especially for not so good quality bubbles which have turned yellow or has become brittle over the years. So it's very dangerous. Okay, so I hope you guys now aware of this, and in future do take note when you're buying a figure from the case. So this is not the first time I have this issue. I've gotten other issues like that for my other action figures, the Bionic 6, Robocop, and I think I have one more toy that went bust as well. I can't remember which toy, but yeah, anyway, so do be careful when you ship figures in shipping cases. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Cheers.